Hello everyone, today we're gonna learn about the directional terms to be able to describe where things are on the body. For us to give accurate directions, we need to map them and to be able to precisely describe them. For this, we use an atomic position, a standard position that we need to picture on our head when we use the directional terms. A very general description of the anatomic position will be standing straight, feet flat on the ground facing forward, arms by the side with the palms also facing forward, and head looking forward. Remember, this will always be your reference point when talking about directional terms. Now, let's start with the planes. And I'm not talking about these planes, I'm talking about these planes. This will help us understand in what direction things are moving. The first one is the sagittal plane, which divides the body into left and right half. This also establishes the midline, which we will use later. Next is the frontal plane, dividing the body into the front half and the back half. And the last is the transverse plane, which divides the body in two, bottom and top. Now, for the directional terms, we first have superior and inferior. Superior means that we're going towards the head, and inferior towards the feet. Medial and lateral. Now remember I previously said we were gonna use this midline? Well, now it's the time. Medial means that we're going towards the midline, and lateral that we're going away from the midline. Anterior and posterior. Anterior means that it's going to the front of the body, and posterior refers to the back half of the body. Proximal and distal. In the limbs, it's very usual to use these terms. Proximal refers to something closer, and distal something that is distant. An example of this could be that the knee is closer or proximal to the hip in comparison with the foot, but the foot is distal in comparison to the knee. Superficial and deep. Superficial being more external and deep being more internal. For example, muscles are more superficial and bones are deeper in the body. Bilateral and unilateral. Bilateral refers to something that is in both sides of the body, and unilateral only in one side. The top of the foot is called dorsal and the bottom is plantar for the feet, but palmar for the hands. With this, you are now ready to give directions all around the human body.